Sleigh Bells, treats.
Anthony Fantano here, doing an album review of the new Sleigh Bells album, Treats. Okay, Sleigh Bells is a duo, a Brooklyn duo, featuring Alison Krauss on vocals and Derek Miller on guitar, production, beats, all that good stuff. And you guys may remember that I reviewed 2 tracks of theirs that hit the internet a while ago in a little track review segment, and maybe I wasn't the biggest fan of Sleigh Bells that I could be.
And maybe I'm still not.
So if you take this album, whether it be on vinyl, MP3, CD, DAT tape, mini disc, laser disc, whatever medium it happens to be on, and you listen to it, what you're going to hear is some boy-girl drum machine pop with an extreme emphasis on volume, lots of distortion, contrived vocals, and cut-and-paste beats. And the whole thing really borders on novelty scenester hip-hop. Come on, guys. I mean, this isn't as bad, but this LP is just about in the same league as Broken Side. It really is. Come on. And maybe this sound is kind of coming out of left field for me, but the heavy low end, the compression, just the pummeling nature of the beats behind this music really reminds me of Crunk, Dirty South Rap, Little John. Some of the beats get me moving. For me, the one redeeming thing about Treats is that it is just so goddamn loud. It is really loud. Yeah. And really, that's the one thing I like about it. I do like how abrasive it is, how aggressive it is. You know, you guys know I'm into the loud stuff. You guys know I'm into the loud stuff. However, if you were to take relentlessly breathy female vocals and put them over a Sun track, it would ruin that too. Some of my favorite production on this album is on the track Infinity Guitars. Just the beat on that thing is just massive, and what's ironic is that's the track where I hate the vocals the most too. So I'm really kind of torn on that one, and a lot of this album. I guess another redeeming quality is the songs and the album are short. Yeah, pretty short. Things just kind of touch down just long enough to be catchy, and then they just kind of fly away. I think a couple of the tracks I didn't really cringe on were Rill, dug that one, and Straight A's. Straight A's was pretty cool too. This LP is loud, it's ballsy, it's proud, and I have to admire it for that. There's a ton of guts just all over this LP. Blood too. And Treats is certainly sweet, fun, and poppy. Can't take that away from it. It's just that there's such an extreme nature to this album. There's so much bombacity. It's basically like forcing down a 2-liter bottle of soda in one sitting. It tastes good, but it'll make you sick. I mean, with how extreme this album is, there is a pretty strong noise and loud rock influence on here. I mean, the track Straight A's that I mentioned earlier really kind of reminds me of this industrial, distorted Swans and Melt Banana combination. Really strange combination of influences there. And considering that Derek Miller used to play in the hardcore band Poison the Well for 6 years, I wouldn't be surprised if he was into those bands. This is really one of those albums where it's like 10% music, 90% energy, 90% attitude, 90% pomp. But yeah, Sleigh Bells Treats, this is just some extreme Brooklyn-based hipster hop. This is certainly not the worst thing in the world. It's accessible. I could see people getting into it. People are getting into it. This thing has gotten a ton of great reviews. But that doesn't mean I'm going to like it. And I'm really not. Strong 2? Yeah, maybe a light 3. But geez, are you a Sleigh Bells fan? And if you are, tell me what you like about this LP. Because I'm just really not enjoying it. I don't know. And even if you're not a Sleigh Bells fan, head down there in the D-Box, listen to a few tracks from this album, and let me know what you think. Anthony Fantano, Sleigh Bells Treats. forever.